Hello again, everyone. Wanted to give you something of a post-live stream report. As many of you know, I was on the Praise I Am live stream last night, Saturday, June 10th, and that was the first live stream I've ever been on. And we had some technical difficulties at first. I didn't know you had to mute the YouTube channel that you're on while you're doing that, otherwise you get an echo. But we recovered from that. And we ended up having a really good conversation for a couple hours there, which was surprising. I know a lot of you thought it would be a food fight. But it seems like we both decided, no, there's no point in doing that. Let's just, let's just talk. Let's just find out about each other. And it's funny how things can be a little productive when you decide to do that. Put aside your egos, lay them aside for a while, and actually, try not to look at the other person as the enemy necessarily. Just recognize they're coming from somewhere else. And so that was one of the reasons I wanted to talk about our backgrounds in Christianity, to see where he's coming from. And I found out a lot of things that I didn't know. It seems Praise, like a lot of people who watch his channel, don't have much of a relationship with the church, or in many cases, like Praise, never did, which is sad, and it's also explanatory in many ways. We do need to, as bad as some of these churches are, we do need to be pastored, especially when we're starting out. We do need the advice of people who've been in the Lord a lot longer than ourselves, and we suffer when we don't get that advice. But we kicked around a lot of issues last night, and it was really, I thought it was productive. I learned some things. Some things I wish I could have addressed better, for like the question of the soul, which Praise seems to have some strange ideas about the soul in the millennium. Actually, soul is one of these elastic coin words, which is, and the coin is psyche. And it gets translated in different ways in our Bibles as, a living soul, as a person, as the will. It's all depends on context and all that. So you got to be really, it's one of those words you have to be careful with, and context has to lead you, or you can end up in all kinds of strange doctrines about it. So anyway, hopefully we'll get to do it again sometime. It was, I enjoyed myself. I think a lot of the listeners did. Although I saw some of the comments that you made there, some of your listeners. I didn't see them at the time, but I saw them afterwards, and shame on you. Well, hopefully we'll do this again. Charles Jennings, the Layman Seminary, would like to do something very similar with me. Well, Charles, we can do that. All you got to do is unblock me. When you man up and you unblock me and you deal with the comments I post underneath your videos, then we'll go on and we'll have a conversation about something. Sure, why not? But until you can do that, sorry, no, you're not going to use me to spread your false teaching. So man up, be prepared to take comments, criticisms on your own page, own your words, and then we'll debate somewhere. Okay. Once again, it was fun. If you saw it, you learned something about me, you learned something about Praise, and something about the issues that we discussed, the meaning of faith, and a different interpretation of Hebrews 11, 1-3. Okay, so hopefully we'll get to do something like that very soon. We'll see. Praise, let me know if you want to do that again at some point. All right? You have my, you know where my channel is. All right, everyone, have a wonderful Sunday night, and I'll be seeing you during the week. Bye-bye.